Welcome back, Love Stylers. I'm Misty. Happy New Year. And welcome to Season 3 of Love Style, where we talk a lot about improving your lifestyle through diet, better choices, working on yourself, doing some self-healing in many ways, and implementing things that just make you happier. So stick with me if you want to hear more, because today we're going to be talking about doing you in 2022, meaning it's the time to pay attention to yourself. And I want to call 2022 the year of yes. 2022, I'm coining now, is the year of yes. And that doesn't mean you have to say yes to every single thing and please everybody around you. No. I want you to say yes to yourself and do you in 2022. Do you, boo-boo? Also, the year of 2022 is a number 6 year. And in numerology, that means we're paying attention to healing, relationships, peace, creativity, and these kind of things. So if the last 2 years have sucked for you, I will tell you they really didn't suck for me. And I'm not trying to stand on a soapbox here, but I've been trying to work on me during this time when I've had more time to reflect on things in my life. So doing you means putting you first. And I mean this in a spiritual sense, where I want to tell you right now, you are worth it. And they have this whole thing about how can you give to others if you do not put on your mask first? That whole thing with the airplane scenario. How can you help someone else if you're not okay? You can't. So this is what this video is going to be about. And I hope you stay with me because in the last 4 years, I've done a lot of things and changed my lifestyle quite a bit. I gave up alcohol. I went on a carnivore and a keto diet. I also started implementing a lot more of my art into my life. I'm a musician, as you can see behind me. Andrew and I are in a band together. Check out Black Eyed Soul, anywhere you can find free music. And see if you like us. Let us know. And I've been trying to work on me. So yes, if you think that's selfish, I'm going to tell you either it's the year to be selfish, or being selfish doesn't have to be a negative thing. So putting yourself first is the way I like to talk about it instead. And you do not have to be perfect. I hate perfection because I've never met a perfect person and I never will. Perfection is overrated. So we're talking about small pivots, little changes, better choices you can make. Because we live in an age in 2022 of instant gratification, nothing is ever fast enough. And we're quite critical, nothing is ever good enough. Everybody's a damn expert on everything. Can you imagine being an expert on every single thing in life? F that, guys. We're talking about being humans, trying to navigate through this world, and these small changes we can make are easy, and you deserve it. So when you say yes to yourself, that also might include, and often does, saying no to other people when you don't want to do something. So I have been implementing this past year in 2021, where I started to actually say no to the things I really didn't want to do. And I don't mean, I don't want to eat healthy, because health is first. Saying no to somebody who is asking you to do something you really don't want to do is kind of tricky, but it can be done, and you can do it with grace and class. So I was invited to do something recently. I'll use my life as an example here, as I always try to do. But I was invited to something that I felt slightly obligated to attend just a couple weeks ago. And I'm thinking to myself, I should go. And the word should is kind of funny. You hear Tony Robbins talk about you'll should all over yourself. And that's appropriate because all of the time you say, I should do something. I should do this for them, or I should attend this thing I don't really want to go to. Well, you can say no. And you're saying yes to yourself when you say no to so many things that you really don't resonate with. So I had to give a no in the last couple of weeks because I didn't want to attend this certain thing going on. Now, I will admit it was a bad time of year to ask for me to attend. I had other things going on, and I commit most of my spare time to my music, my husband, Andrew, who I love very much, and to my art, which is this YouTube channel right now, and a lot of writing. So to me, I said yes to myself by saying no to going to an event I didn't want to go to. I didn't want to go. So I used that time for me, and that's okay. Imagine if you said no once in a while, even if you're not used to saying no. Just try this week, saying no or not participating in something you really don't want to participate in. This is your decision, and it's a choice. So if you really don't want to do something, you do not have to do it. And I don't mean the basics. I don't mean going to work, and I don't mean eating healthy because you want to be doing that for you. I mean, maybe attending certain gatherings if you don't feel comfortable going to a crowded gathering these days, or you don't have the energy to put on a smile right now. You want to spend some time alone. Doing things for other people that are necessary is not what I'm talking about, of course, but doing the things that are extras, maybe the social activities, or maybe hanging with a crowd you really don't resonate with, or to doing that favor for somebody and you really feel like, I do a lot of favors for this family member or this person or even at work, and you feel like it's quite unbalanced. Putting up a healthy boundary is the first way to say yes to you and do you in 2022. Implementing more exercise in your life, going outdoors more, maybe a little meditation. These are some of the basic things that I have done by eating keto and then over to carnivore, 2 years apiece. Pursue my art even more than I ever have in my life. And I'm doing so many more things. I want you guys to be proud of yourself in 2022. And a lot of people have fallen back a little bit emotionally, or they feel depressed or something like that, or more anxiety because of what's going on in the world. And I'm going to give you permission right now. I'm giving you permission to not worry about any of that you cannot change. I'm giving you permission to let it go and be neutral for a while. I love this idea of neutrality. And this is part of the spiritual nature of people who don't get too upset or even too excited over things. And, I can be quite excitable. And that's my personality, but I'm trying being neutral a lot more often. And I'm finding that it's very, very freeing and liberating to, I'm not saying not care about something, but to pull just a little more emotion out of it because it has nothing to do with me. So when you look at the world and you're very, very sad about the way things are happening, and it's very hard not to put your emotions into it. It's very hard to not feel. And of course you're going to feel something, but actually recognizing that there can be more neutrality, a little bit more of a neutral feeling is something you have to practice. And I'm practicing neutrality with a little more meditation. I've been meditating every day for about 2 weeks. I used to do once or twice a week, just 5 minutes a piece. And I'm finding that meditation is just making things smooth out for me. Get all of those thoughts out of my head a little bit. and being more neutral in my life. So it helps quite a bit. All you have to do with meditation, guys, is sit quietly in gratitude for what you do have. People always worry about meditation because they think they're not doing it right. So this is what I went through when I tried meditating a couple years ago. Now I'm not putting expectations on it. I'm just sitting quietly and still. It's not that easy for some of us, but you can do it just 5 minutes. You don't have to do it every day. I want you to try it once a week, 5 minutes. So when I think of being healthy, the basic things I think of and saying yes to yourself is being a genuine good person, doing the right thing, and not being perfect because you're going to mess up, but trying to always trust your heart, live with love, forgive a little bit, being conscious of the things that come out of your mouth, paying attention to relationships is also a healthy practice. When you say yes to yourself, you're being conscious of how you speak to people, your mom, your siblings, your boss, other coworkers, your children, your neighbors, and how you are with your community. And I don't mean you have to go and spend all your time volunteering necessarily, unless you like to do that. But being very, very focused on how you are living an authentic life. Being who you say you want to be. Actually embodying a healthy person, a positive person, a person who has healthy boundaries and saying no once in a while, but also not doing things that make you feel like it's just not right. Even gossiping. You know, I've tried to gossip less. Even swearing can fall into this category of being a healthy person, and like implementing a lot of water daily in your life will change you, because water is life. And I've been trying this lately. I'm drinking a lot of water, and it's like making me feel so balanced. And if you ever feel hungry and you don't want to eat, and you just think it's just a bad habit to grab something, try having some water. I know it's super basic to drink water when you're hungry, but a lot of times you're thirsty and you are not hungry. And I just wanted to throw that in there because water is life. Another way to say yes to yourself this year and do you in 2022 is looking at your finances. And this is a new topic that I've been touching on lately, and I'm kind of digging it because like Andrew and I are looking at our finances a lot more focused in the last couple years, and we're cleaning up our credits. And if you're anything like me, you've had bad credit in the past, or you may have bad credit now, but you can focus in on it and make sure you do not miss your payments and do the best you can. There are things you can do. You can bring coffee to work. You can bring your lunch to work. Please make your lunch. You will save so much money. Do not buy Starbucks. Sorry, Starbucks. In case you wanted to sponsor me, it's not going to happen because I believe in saving money. Setting a budget, sticking to it. Even if you have to make a list and put it on your fridge to remind you how much, money to spend when you go grocery shopping. Even though I want you to buy the healthy food if you can afford it, organic and things like that. But these are all little tips that I already know that you know. Bring your own water to work if you think you're going to buy waters for $2 a piece. And that's something I do. And there are snacks at work that I do not buy. Always bring them from home. Bring some string cheese to help you along. Some pepperoni for a snack within your eating window, of course. Keep your debit receipts. This is a big one. Andrew and I have quarterly meetings every 4 months, and we sit down like business people. We get everything written down, how much we've paid off, how much more we need to pay off, how we're going to do that by budgeting and these kind of things. And an important thing is do not, if you can help it, overgift. What the hell is overgifting? Overgifting is giving gifts when you haven't paid off your bills yet. Stop over gifting. Stop buying rounds for people at the bar. Being the big cheese who has to treat everybody all the time. You come first when you put your finances first in your life. You're living a healthy lifestyle with food, exercise, and water, and sleep, guys. Get 7 hours. So why would you then not pay attention to your finances as part of your overall health and saying yes to yourself? We're also paying attention to our relationships. So not doing the things you don't want to do, I'm going to just mention again, that is very healthy. We're being careful with our emotions and being neutral at those times that feel overwhelming. It's all part of health. It's all part of being healthy and putting you first. And my favorite part, before I go, guys, of putting you first is pursuing your art. I talk a lot about pursuing your art on this channel because I think it is very, very important to the health of you. If you have untapped talent, like I know you have, if you say you are not an artist, I'm going to disagree with you. Everybody is an artist. Some examples of being an artist: you may be funny. You may want to work on your comedy and start to do TikTok videos. You may want to write, sing, play guitar, paint, cook, put outfits together, make jewelry, craft in some way. You may be good at gardening. You may be great at decorating your yard in a nice fashion with landscape art, dancing, and that's something I'm putting on my vision board. If you haven't started a vision board, look into what a vision board is if you've never heard of it. Andrew and I have started our vision board for this year. And you can even just write down some goals on a piece of paper and make sure it's visible of some of the things you want to do in 2022. And even if you don't do all of them, they are goals that you want to achieve, and you can do this when you live healthy and say yes to yourself. Please subscribe if you want to stay on track this year to becoming healthier in so many ways other than diet. And my truth bomb is, if you haven't thought of doing you, boo-boo, in 2022, I'm going to tell you it's never too late to begin. Now is the time, and this is the year of yes. This is the year of yes. Saying yes to yourself is not selfish. Saying yes to yourself is becoming a healthy, whole, and authentic, good person that I know that you are. And I want to tell you, if you never thought about it before, please do you in 2022 because you deserve it. Thank you for tuning in to Love Style today. Thank you for listening to Black Eyed Soul. That's our music. Andrew and I record right here in this room. And we'll see you next time on Love Style. Peace out.